It's over. Boston College win. All the way.
It's a touchdown for Miami.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown. Torrey Holt. Johnson's there. Touchdown.
And there's Orange in the end zone.
One of the biggest plays in Duke history.
A moment of magic.
I'm Jeff Fischel in honor of tonight's Georgia Tech Clemson game. This week's ACC Throwback is one of the most exciting finishes ever between these two schools. It was 2004. And a Yellow Jackets freshman wide receiver in just his second college game showed in the final minutes why he would one day become one of the great receivers ever. Yes, Calvin Johnson. I'm taking over the ACC DN Twitter feed during the game to tweet out more about this game and this rivalry. And I'll be back in just a few minutes and explain why this rivalry is so intense and why you can trace it back to the $2 bill. That's coming up. But let's get to the game. September 11th, 2004, Georgia Tech in Death Valley on ACC Throwback here on the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Last season, the Clemson Tigers stormed into Atlanta and dismantled the Ramblin' Wreck on their own turf by a score of 39-3. But Georgia Tech has reloaded, and this talented bunch is off to a fast start after winning in impressive fashion in their home opener. Clemson won in their opener as well, but they were pushed to the brink by ACC foe Wake Forest and needed some overtime magic in order to finish off the job. It's a battle of ACC unbeatens as Death Valley comes alive in prime time on ABC Sports.
This game with Charlie Whitehurst and Reggie Ball shows you that different offenses in college football with variety give you different ways to win. Both brilliant guys, different offenses, different coaches do it tonight. It'll be a lot of fun.
Second down and 10. Quarterback draw. Reggie sprints for a first down to the 40-yard line. And, you know, we had an opportunity to chat with the young man, and we enjoyed that. And we asked Reggie what he wanted to accomplish early in this game.
As an offense, you want to get first downs. But personally, once you get that first lick, once you get hit that one good time, I mean, you're actually in the game. You're feeling the game, and you're settling down a little bit. The jitters are gone.
Second down and 7 for Georgia Tech against Clemson. Deep drop, gonna fire for the end zone. High rainbow pass. Touchdown.
That's one of them.
Oh, baby, Calvin Johnson, the freshman we've been hearing so much about. 37 yards. He comes down with the rainbow. And he was very, very well covered that time. Ty Hill, he too possesses serious speed. And Calvin goes and gets it, Gary.
I told you they were going to throw about 3 or 4 of these a game to this guy. They believe he has Randy Moss type ability to go get the ball. A freshman goes and gets it, and that's an easy 6, and now 7 points.
Mercy, what a play that was as Travis Bell adds the extra point. We've got to see an ISO of this catch in the end zone here by the freshman.
The thought here is you have a big, talented receiver against a smaller, talented defensive back. Your receiver is more comfortable catching the ball. That ball was deflected, too. Hill got his almost wrist or elbow on that ball, and he still catches it. That's the fear when you have one of those talented guys outside, and now you'll see the safety have to go over there and help at him, and it will open up the whole field.
Folks, Hill was doing a great job on it. There was a little contact coming down the field. He was right with him with his speed. Somehow Johnson just maintained his focus in the end zone, and like Gary told you, I think Hill had a hand on the football as he grabbed it. First down inside the 40. Clemson trailing Georgia Tech 7-0 here. And Yusef Kelly pounds for another first down as he barges across the 25-yard line.
See, here's where a formation play can help the running game. Chancey Stuckey comes into motion right here, the ex-quarterback. Georgia Tech says, uh-oh, we got Stuckey in the backfield. Stuckey in the backfield looks like option. Look at these guys moving over here. And all of a sudden, the ball's going the opposite way. That's how you run the offense. You use your skill guys. There's Stuckey now. Where will he get the ball?
4 wide. And again, Yusef Kelly. And he's pounded by Parker. Parker sat out last week because of a one-game suspension. As you look down on our scene at Clemson, South Carolina, 81,000 plus on hand. Georgia Tech and the Tigers with the Yellow Jackets leading at 7-0 with Gary Danielson and Jackie Root. I'm Brent Musburger. Nice to have you along with us here tonight. Second down. Whitehurst under pressure that time.
They're going to get a call there, aren't they?
So far, no flags. The receiver, Ben Hall, asking the linesman to throw the flag, but nothing doing.
Did you see James Butler, the guy who hit the receiver on the crossing route, kind of sneak away from the play like, I didn't do anything wrong on the play? Crossing route, it's a little shallower in the screen right there, just off the screen, but just as the ball is thrown, he hits the receiver, but to the officials' vision, it was not a catchable ball.
Third down. Whitehurst goes in zone. Touchdown. Curtis Mayhem, the junior from New Orleans. And the Tigers are an extra point away from tying it up.
Well, Curtis makes up for the one he dropped because this is exactly the same play, the exact same throw, and he beats Kenny Scott, the substituted corner, the third corner on the field for an easy pitch and catch.
And we are deadlocked at 7 as Stephen Furr tacks on the extra point after Bayham goes in zone for 6.
These teams have played 78 times, but tonight is only the 19th in Death Valley. That's because for decades, it was always in Atlanta, and for financial reasons, that worked for both schools. In the 70s, Georgia Tech wanted to stop playing. Clemson fans put paw prints on $2 bills and used them in Atlanta to protest and make the point that their money was helping the Atlanta economy. To this day, for road games, you'll still see some Clemson fans using $2 bills. Let's get back to the 2004 edition. These two teams are about to put on a wild show. Trust me, you're watching ACC Throwback on the ACC Digital Network.
Second and 10. Inside handoff. close to the first down. We take a look at our Dodge defensive playbook right now, Gary.
6 sacks have been given up by this Georgia Tech team, and this is the formation. 3 wide receivers, but watch this blitz. Georgia Tech has not been able to pick it up all night. Ty Hill comes around the corner, great speed. The only guy that's been picking it up so far has been Reggie Ball. That defensive assignment and blitz versus that formation has given Georgia Tech problems all night.
Kyle Browning was the last ball carrier. Now this is the toss to Merriweather, and 37's got daylight. Look out. They won't catch him. Put it on the scoreboard. Play that tiger rag and shoot that cannon. A 62-yard bolt by Reggie Merriweather. Extra point is tacked on. The lead is 17-7.
Every defensive coach's fear. You run a goal line defense in the middle of the field. You break the line of scrimmage. There's no safeties back there. Instead of a 2-yard touchdown on the goal line, it's a 50-yard play from the Bears.
17-7 Clemson. Good-looking defensive team this year. Reggie Ball puts it in the hands of a sprinter out of the backfield, and that was Rashawn Grant. I believe that for the redshirt freshman from Tampa, that's the first time I think we've called his number tonight. Yes, it is. You know, one thing we want to thank two outstanding SIDs from these two schools up at Georgia Tech and Atlanta. Allison George, she really took care of us. We came in here late for this ball game, and she was helpful. And of course, here at Clemson, nobody better than Timmy Beret down here. So we want to thank both of those folks. They make our job and the crew's job a whole lot easier.
Nice adjustment. 2 backs in the backfield to help with protection so they can throw the ball or run draws and screens.
And they come back with Grant again.
Have not been able to block the blitz spread out, so they brought the backs in to try to help Reggie Ball throw the ball.
3rd down. Reggie's going to try to throw for it. Got it, 1st down. Inside the 35-yard line, and there is Johnson going over 100 yards. The freshman in his 2nd game for Georgia Tech, one of the highly recruited receivers down here in the Southeast.
It's one of the times you really want to catch the ball in your body like that. You protect it, you keep the defender away and shield it, the defender with the ball, your body against the ball.
Back with the running play, and this the big powerful back. Daniels twisting, battling. What a great run by Daniels, who's closing in on 100 yards, and that passes it. 103 yards now, the official number. 25 carries. What a powerful looking run that was.
He had 2 spins on that play, and you look at your scouting report on Daniels and you watch tape of him. It's something he really loves to do. When contact comes, he loves to spin away from it. 2 of them on that run. Anybody's ball game here. Georgia Tech has a nice drive.
Throwing to Thomas in the end zone, 1-on-1. He got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great concentration by Thomas. What was interesting before the play is that Reggie came all the way over him, to him, and to talk to him, and they set the stage for that pass 1-on-1.
Ty Hill had perfect position, but the ball was dropped over the outside corner, and Johnson did a nice job again of keeping his butt into the defender and catching it with his outside hand. I don't know, he might have caught that with one hand. Couldn't really tell.
We'll take a look at it, but it was a wonderful catch as Travis Bell adds the extra point. It's a 3-point football game again Here is the ISO on number 7, and Gary, we can watch this.
Yeah, Ty Hill has perfect technique. He'll turn into the receiver now. Ball's in the air, holding him off his one hand, reaches up, bobbles it, and then ends up catching it with one hand. That's a nice concentration on a bobble ball right there. Beautiful. They got to have 2 first downs, I think, to really feel good about themselves.
Well, let's see what Whitehurst come up with here. Keeps it himself. Scrambling for a first down. Picked up 12 yards on that run.
So all you got to do when you're that type of quarterback, be able to just have a threat, get outside the pocket, fall forward. He almost fell forward for 12 yards there.
Close games, nothing new for Clemson. A week ago, they pulled it out in overtime. First down and 10. Running play is stuffed, and we mentioned last week. Let's show you how that ended in overtime. Charlie Whitehurst found Browning out of the backfield, and that the winning touchdown in a 37-30 overtime victory. So Clemson 1-0 already in the ACC.
Georgia Tech has been blitzing almost on every play now. Let's see if they do it again. Is it man-to-man coverage right out here to the outside? Are they going to come again? Yes, it looks like they do, right? Now they're pretending to get out of it, but very difficult for a team to get out of a blitz at this level. Nope, they're coming.
And there it is again. A lightning bolt. Touchdown Browning, the young man who ended the game in overtime a week ago. He goes 54 yards for the touchdown. That has probably put this one away for the Clemson Tigers. 2 long runs tonight.
Brought up both safeties. When you bring up the safeties and you break the line of scrimmage, just like the short yardage one, you have problems stopping the long run. Got a celebration penalty, I believe, on that touchdown.
We have a touchdown on the play. After the play was over, we got unsportsmanlike conduct against the scoring team.
I didn't see it. I just looked like he ran into the end zone and jumped up and down to the fans, and I guess that's too much. So Browning, back-to-back weeks, gets the touchdown. Some nice backup running backs here, don't they? Merriweather and Browning both have speed.
And Fur.
The penalty would be taken on the kickoff.
Makes the margin 10 again. There's Kyle Browning. Second down and 10. Looking in Johnson's direction. Going to go to the end zone. The big fella. Intercepted. Picked off. That was Hill, and there's a flag in the end zone. You can see it right there.
Yeah, it looked like he pushed off because Johnson didn't even have a chance to jump that time. Calvin Johnson turned around right away and looked at the official like, hey, you know, I mean, I'd like to jump. I'm 6'4" here. Chan Gailey says he reminds him of Plexico Burris. That's the type of player that he believes Calvin Johnson can be. Lob pass. Defender knows he's got a big guy with him right here. It's Ty Hill again. Pushes with his right hand. You can see Johnson's off balance. Watch this.
There's no question about this, because what you do is you deny the receiver an opportunity to make the catch.
Right there. Simple call.
If you have contact and the receiver still has an opportunity to make the catch, then it's not interference. That was obvious as he pushed him away. And of course, in the NFL, the fellas that have a 1st and goal, but here they'll march off the 15 down inside the 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line and not the 1-yard line. Big difference here with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Georgia Tech with 1 timeout remaining. They trail it by 10, 24-14.
This backfield right here, this adjustment has helped Georgia Tech.
In zone, and he got that one into the hands of the freshman sensation. Incomplete, dropped it. For a moment, Johnson had it.
He's a force. This guy is a force. I'll tell you, he would match up against anyone in college football. Throw him the ball, it's like a big rebounder. Look at this. Beautiful. Well, he might have had the ball. This was stripped after his butt was on the ground. Let's look at this.
That's a catch. That's a
Well,
catch.
right at the same time, his butt wasn't down. It
was coming out.
Yep,
That's
good call.
Good call by this crew. Second down. Reggie fires and away from Thomas that time. He quickly looked back to that side. You would be tempted to stay with Johnson.
Yes. He did well. Remember, Thomas made the nice catch too, but Reggie didn't have enough time. You got the 2 extra blockers in there, but you don't have time to kind of look both sides. You got to pick a side because they were coming at him. I think I'd take my chance going to the right side with the 6'5" guy, don't you?
Absolutely. He's way out.
I go down here, 6'5". Give it a shot.
Hill is with him. They've gone to the corner a couple of times. Reggie's looking for it. Wants him on the top. Caught the ball.
That might be offense. That might be offensive interference.
There's another flag. There's a touchdown. They signal touchdown.
Was it holding by Ty Hill before he caught the ball?
Both officials signaling touchdown down there in the corner now, and they'll sort this out with 1:50 to go.
Pass interference. Number 8 on the defense.
Wow.
The results of the play is a touchdown by Rue. The penalty is declined.
You can just feel the lack of confidence by Ty Hill right here. He doesn't think he can jump as high, so he's all over the receiver. Comes in the ball. Now, Ty Hill thought he was pushed. You wonder if the official didn't make the call before as having his hands on with the ball in the air.
So what a turnaround a week can make in the fortunes of a football team. Back to within 3 at 1:50. Well, now they'll run the seconds off the clock, and they'll get the first down here on 3rd. It'll stop.
If they don't, what do you do?
Run it out.
If they don't, you know what you do? You take a safety. You do the Bill Belichick deal, right? And back in the end zone.
Just be careful you don't fumble it going back to that end zone. That's one you got to be really careful with that far away.
Fumble? Did he make
Boy,
that?
they're going for that scrum. They were battling down there.
That ball might have come loose.
It came out. Georgia Tech indicating that they may have recovered it here.
I'll tell you, that was a risky play. Handing off to a deep tailback on the 3rd and inches.
Yeah, you mentioned the New York Giants, didn't you?
It's going to be 4th down. Now you take another 25 seconds. I'll tell you what, Clemson's going to do? They're going to take 24 seconds and call timeout and try to figure out what to do.
Well, up by 3, you don't rule the safety out.
That's why.
I mean,
that's why taking a knee on that 2nd down play. They didn't try to do that. They tried to pick it up. But it's a little, get your heart beating a little bit.
I think Tommy was saying, did you get that? Did you get that first down? Did you hang on that football?
Right.
Now something happened.
Yeah, they took a delay of game. They didn't even need. They didn't care right there. They were going to punt the ball. It's amazing, isn't it? That was inches from a first down, and this is what you're going to have to do: either punt or run your guy for a safety. Now, you ain't going to run this number 30 for a safety. I'm telling you that right now.
You better put number 1 in there.
Exactly. Now remember they got that kind of different punt formation.
Now they spread the field.
And
if
the
anybody's
guys,
ever going to get there, Jason's back. 23 seconds.
Pressure on the snap, the catch. Look at that. Look at that.
Terrible snap. Loose ball. Hunter goes on. Can they get it?
Sure. Change of possession. The clock's going to stop.
Oh my goodness.
And Georgia Tech is going to be able to snap. Georgia Tech is going to be able to go for the win. There's a lot of pressure on the center.
Believe it. Jeff Rigsby, your heart goes out to the long snapper. Oh my goodness, 16 seconds. They go more than once into the end zone.
That ball didn't go 7 yards back. It's a nice job just to fall into play. Now you're going to throw a fade to the end zone. You're going to get 2 shots to win the game. Chan Gailey, the play of the game so far.
You know, will they go for overtime or will they go twice for the win? There's for the win. Johnson got it. Touchdown. Georgia Tech. Oh, mercy. A miracle in South Carolina.
Never give up on a game.
The freshman comes in here and your heart goes out to that young man right there.
Yeah,
And
Justin Miller might be 5'7", okay? The other guy's 6'5", look at that. I mean, that's what you have when you have a weapon like that. And I'm very surprised Clemson didn't put 2 guys out there. I mean, what do you just invite the throw out there. A field goal only ties the game. You have an opportunity one-on-one to give it away.
now we know why that young man was so highly recruited.
Kick it hard to the upbacks, perfectly done.
Into the hands of that speed, and Curry trying to get the corner. He's got it midfield now to the 30-yard line, 3 seconds.
Amazing.
3 seconds, they're going to get a crack at it with Whitehurst.
Amazing. Talk about a bunch of guys limping home. This is like Vanderveld finishing at the British Open here. Doesn't know what to do, he's limping in.
They've got 3 receivers bunched out to the right.
It'll at least be 2-on-1 to the bottom of the screen. Safety's in the middle of the field, he can go either direction.
He launches it toward Grant in the end zone against Scott, falls incomplete. Game over. A miracle victory for Georgia Tech.
So Georgia Tech gets a pretty crazy win. The two teams combined for 35 points in the fourth quarter. And how about that Georgia Tech freshman wide receiver? Yes, he might be good one day. Thanks for watching ACC Throwback Georgia Tech Clemson 2004. We'll have highlights from the 2013 edition tonight here on the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. I'm Jeff Fischel.